Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, excuse me. Good evening, everybody on YouTube. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's fine. I apologize. It's been about 5 days since I've recorded another video, and that's my fault. I did record one, but it didn't come out right for some reason. I don't know what happened, but again, last time we talked to you guys, we had a deal with our trailer that was not supposed to be operational. It was supposed to be down due to seals on the tandems, and we discussed that a little bit. I don't understand why they would leave a trailer or not repair a trailer prior to that being loaded and everything. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, long story short, they went ahead and offloaded the trailer that was supposedly out of service and reloaded us with a new trailer. Took about, I say, an hour and a half when we were on the road. We went ahead and went to Brazelton, Georgia. I drove it out to that point, and then Jamal took over. It rained like cats and dogs. It was miserable. The whole trip was just miserable to me. He went ahead and delivered it there, and then we did the Dakula and finished up our 90 there in Dakula. And we went ahead and got that load taken care of, and that ended week 6. So we then got a load out of there, went to Greenfield, Indiana, and had to pick up a load there. We deadheaded to the Greenville, Indiana on our next load, and it was delivered to Glen Carbon, Illinois. Kind of a short load, and then our excitement began from there. And apparently we're going to do a class on some stuff. I'm not supposed to rat out Jamal, but I'm not going to. It wasn't his fault, I don't think. My understanding, and if anybody can correct me on this, is that most of your northern states, the fuel stops, pilots, the TAs, and the Loves, I believe I was told that they pre-treat their diesel with anti-gel. Now, if I'm wrong in that assumption, someone needs to correct me in that, but that's what I understand, versus the southern states, because they don't get as cold. Well, when we were on our trip to Greenfield, Indiana to Glen Carbon, Illinois, we spent the night. Oh no, we trucked up in there, but the problem was the temperature got down to 4 degrees Fahrenheit, and we had topped off our vehicle in Eaton, Ohio at a pilot, and then we took it on from there. Well, when we got there, we were ahead of schedule, so we couldn't deliver, so we stopped in the little town there in Glen Carbon. In fact, it was right outside of Glen Carbon. We had delivered to a Sam's Club, and I was the operator then. We parked at, well, Jamal drove, and then we parked it at a little place where we could park at. Went out and had a good Mexican meal, awesome food, and then we came back and rested, and I didn't have to deliver that load until about 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, I got up, did my pre-check, did all that stuff. Everything seemed to be fine. We took off, rode down there. It was like a mile and a half away. Got there, got my trailer put in. It was not a drop and hook after all. It was actually a live unload. So I sit there and we unloaded it, got everything done, got back on the road, and we had a little time left, so we decided to stop. I pulled in, got my stuff together, and then I took off. Well, when I got on the interstate, I mean, the truck was doing fine until we got on the interstate, and then it just slugged, turned to a slug. And I could barely get it go to 50 miles an hour, and we traveled down a little ways, and I told Jamal, there's something wrong with the truck, man. Jamal kept watching me and everything, and we didn't know what it was. And then we got down there, and he finally called road assist and said, what are we going to do here? We can't move. This thing won't even go into 12th gear, and it won't even run to about 50, and all of a sudden had a major catastrophe where the whole engine just dropped out of the deal, and we were only doing like 4 or 5 miles an hour. Well, we were told to go to this place over by TA. They had a repair store, a repair shop, so we took it in there, and the guy put it on diagnostic because we had like 8 faults on the freaking truck, and he was looking through it and going through it and everything. And then we took it into that local place there, and they took it in there, and the only thing we could figure out what it could be, he wanted to check the fuel filters. So anyway, we took the fuel filters out, and you ain't gonna believe this. The frickin' bottom of the fuel filter about this high was solid ice. So apparently, and I can't blame it on anybody. This is a learning tool, and it should have been done that way. And you know, it cost my trainer some money, but still, we were on the assumption that anti-gel was added into the fuel system through the northern states. Well, don't believe that at all. Don't ever believe that. I don't care what anybody says. Don't ever believe it. Always take care of your equipment yourself. Add it yourself, okay? But anyway, come to find out, it had frozen the fuel filters up, so we had to go ahead and order new fuel filters and everything, put them in, and then of course the truck had to be regened, so that took a little bit of time. But you know, I'm from now on, when I start my when I get off the truck after training, I will have anti-gel in my truck, and I will have diesel 911 in my truck, and I will be prepared for the winter months come the next winter. If I'm doing any work in the northern states during next winter, I guarantee you I'll put my own anti-gel in my truck. I ain't gonna give a shit what excuse my French. I don't care what these people have said. I'm not believing it no more. So that was a lesson learned. It was something I got to learn. So I mean, sad it was a learning tool, but it was what it was. But we got back up on the road. We lost about a day, but which wasn't anything. I lost a day because that was my trip. So we left there, and we got a load. We had to go to Champaign, Illinois to pick up a load and deliver it to Mechanicsville, Virginia. So in the meantime, we lost the load we had. We had a load going out of Reed City, Minnesota. Correction. Let me make myself right. We lost it, but it was Reed City, Michigan to California, and we lost that load because we were down. We were on downtime because of the vehicle. So, but anyway, we got this job, this Champaign, Illinois to Mechanicsville, because we had an opportunity to go to another job and pick up another load and take it to California, but we couldn't do that because of something scheduled that Jamal had scheduled. So anyway, without that being said, we went to we took that load out of Champaign, Illinois, and we're now sitting in Mechanicsville, Virginia right now at our 90. We just got here 10-15 minutes ago. Jamal's in there taking care of the paperwork and getting it ready to find out what dock we have to set up on, because this is a live offload again. But that's where we're at right now. So just to give you guys an update, since we have arrived at this 90 as of today, I have 22,150 miles left of TNT training, and that makes my total to date 27,850 miles according to my records. Now this could be different from what Prime has, I don't know, but me and Jamal's been pretty close at the numbers. So anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to pass that on to everybody. So it's getting there. I'm getting close. We are in the 7th week. In fact, this will probably be, we'll get one more load in before the end of the week, and then that'll be the end of the 7th week basically, and then we're going to be starting our 8th week. As of today, we've been on the road 57 days, starting 58 tomorrow as far as TNT training. So almost we're hitting the 2-month mark and going through TNT training. But so far everything's been good. Everything's been enjoyable. It's been tiring at times. It's been stressful at times, but I mean, we're making it, and we're doing what we have to do to get the job done. So far, Jamal's been pleased with my performance. I'm starting to pick up more now that where I'm having to drop the loads, so I'm backing into docks. I'm taking care of documentation, going in to meet the receiver, going to get the shipper. I'm starting to get the functions down. I'm doing this on my own without his assistance. Normally when I did something like this, I'd always yell at him. He's in the back sleeping, and I've been messing with him, but the last few loads I've handled it on my own with no issues or problems, according to what I think, because nobody's ever called me on it. So far I've done pretty good, I think. But that's just a process, and I'm learning it. You know, we got one coming up right now that I got to get a little bit more familiar with these lumper costs. You know, excuse me, I don't mean to be picking my nose in front of you, but anyway, I've got to get more used to when it comes to where we had to pay for lumpers, and I've got to go through that process, but it's not too difficult, I don't think. A lot of times it's prepaid already, but there's locations that don't prepay, and I think this is one of them. Jamal is taking care of that right now. Hopefully we'll get another load here shortly and either head to it, get it done, because I know Jamal is scheduled to be home on the 20th. I guess it is, because of his daughter's birthday. They had big plans already made, which is only going to be a few hours, I guess, but hopefully we'll get back on the road and get started up again. So screwed. Anyway, I just wanted to touch bases with everybody. I'm alive, we're alive, we're doing good and everything, and hopefully I won't take this much longer time to get another video out, but I appreciate all my subscribers. Still only sitting at 63. Wish I could get more, but it is what it is. And appreciate your comments when you do make your comments. I'm wishing all the people that are starting TNT, I believe there's one that started Monday, Dan, I believe it is, or who, I believe it's Dan, yeah. I believe you're getting started and everything. I've got some people that just got in my YouTube. I appreciate you guys checking on me and giving me comments and everything. And if you just happen to drop on this line and see my training, watching my career start at Prime, please subscribe, like it and comment. You know, I'll take any comments. If you have questions, I'll do my best to answer it, but I also have other fellow truckers that have been in here longer than I have that also can help, and I can pass on the information, or I can also add there if you need. If I can't answer it, I'll definitely get a hold of a few other people. No Hippie Trucking and Transportation and Kersey, and we'll get you guys squared away when we can. But anyway, just wanted to say hi to y'all, and I want y'all still remain safe. We got I think we got about 3 to 4 more weeks left of winter before spring gets here. We're right now sitting just about the beginning or halfway now. Yeah, a little over halfway the month of February. It's what, 17th of February today, and we're getting there. Get through this winter training. I'm looking forward to getting out of it and getting started on my own. No, my wife right now, we're still up in the air about that. After training, she's scheduling a surgery on her back, and I'm going to probably take a smidgen, like a week off there after training, and I've got to talk to my fleet manager about that once I get assigned a fleet manager and tell them my situation. Hopefully Prime is supposed to be a family-oriented company, so hopefully they'll understand that I'm going to have to be with her for that week, and then I'll come back to Prime, which is just like I've said before, I'm a couple 45 minutes from Prime 1 from my home, and hopefully we can get together on that and get her taken out and get her taken care of and repaired and get her into recovery and everything, and then eventually hopefully she'll come on board, her and my little dog Jake, and hopefully we can start cruising as a family and let her see some of this beautiful country. But anyway, just wanted to say hi to you guys, let you know we're safe, but you know, be careful out there, be safe. Always remember, we're driving and striving for perfection. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys soon. Be careful now. Bye now.